The year was 1947. A momentous time approached us all. British rule in the Indian subcontinent was ending. For many decades, Muslims had sought a separate homeland. This was a long and arduous political struggle. Many dedicated leaders negotiated tirelessly for this vision. The All India Muslim League championed this cause. The idea of Pakistan was a cherished dream for millions. It represented safety, identity, and self-determination. This new nation was hoped to be a sanctuary. The desire for Pakistan had grown very strong. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah led this movement. His determination was a beacon for the people. The two-nation theory was a central idea. It stated that Hindus and Muslims were distinct nations, therefore Muslims needed their own state. This idea gained widespread support among Muslims. They felt their cultural and religious rights needed protection. The movement faced many obstacles and much opposition. Yet the resolve for Pakistan only strengthened over time. The final days before August 1947 were filled with tension. We all felt a mix of great hope and deep anxiety. The air itself seemed thick with anticipation. People gathered in small groups, discussing the news. Every rumor was listened to with intensity. Would the dream finally be realized? What would the future hold for us? The fate of millions hung in the balance. These were days of waiting, of praying, of uncertainty. The atmosphere was charged with unspoken emotions. Then the decision for partition was announced. British India would be divided into two new countries. India and Pakistan would become independent dominions. For us, it meant a new beginning was imminent. This beginning was sought for religious freedom. It was sought for cultural preservation and expression. It was a chance to build a nation on our own terms. The sacrifices made for this moment were immense. The path ahead was unclear, but hope illuminated it. A new chapter in history was about to be written. I remember Karachi in those historic days. The city was chosen as the first capital of Pakistan. It was a port city, bustling with activity. Dust was a constant companion for everyone there. It rose from the unpaved roads with every movement. It settled lightly on buildings, on people, on everything. The winds from the sea often carried more fine sand. This dusty environment was simply a part of daily life. We learned to live with it, to expect it. It was the backdrop to our unfolding destiny. The streets of Karachi were a mix of old and new. Many roads were not properly paved at that time. Bullock carts moved slowly alongside rattling trams. Automobiles were fewer, but added to the street's character. Buildings were a collection of different styles. Some were grand colonial structures showing past influences. Others were simpler, more functional dwellings and shops. The sun often beat down mercilessly during the day. It made the dust motes dance visibly in the air. Life continued amidst these simple, rugged conditions. The air in Karachi carried many distinct smells. There was the persistent smell of dry earth and dust. Mingled with this was the aroma of cooking fires. Food vendors prepared their wares on street corners. Sometimes a faint salty scent came from the nearby sea. People gathered in small cafes and tea stalls. They talked animatedly about the coming independence. Discussions about the future of Pakistan were constant. Markets were crowded, full of goods and eager voices. These were places of commerce and also of shared dreams. Despite the somewhat harsh environment, there was an energy. A palpable sense of anticipation filled the city. It was a feeling that great change was upon us. Even the heat and the dust could not dampen our spirits. The city felt alive, not just with people, but with hope. It was alive with our collective aspirations for freedom. We were all waiting for that significant day, the day Pakistan would officially come into being. This anticipation united everyone, rich and poor. Karachi was indeed a city of dust, but also of powerful dreams. Then the 14th of August finally arrived. Pakistan was officially declared an independent nation. The news spread through the streets like a wildfire. I heard the first shouts of pure, unadulterated joy. Pakistan Zindabad. Long live Pakistan! The cries echoed. People poured out from their homes onto the streets. Their faces were alight with happiness and excitement. It was a moment many had waited their entire lives for. The atmosphere was electric, charged with emotion. A collective sigh of relief and triumph swept through us. Joy was visible everywhere I looked that day. It was on every face, young and old. It resonated in every street and every alleyway. Complete strangers embraced each other warmly. They were united by this monumental shared experience. Sweets were distributed generously among the crowds. People shared whatever little they had with others. Tears of happiness flowed freely down many cheeks. These were tears shed for sacrifices made and dreams realized. The dusty air now carried the sounds of celebration. I witnessed so many complex emotions that day. There was overwhelming relief after the long struggle. There was immense hope for a prosperous future, a future where we could shape our own destiny. But there was also an undercurrent of sadness for some. The pain of partition was real for many families. Many had lost loved ones or left ancestral homes behind, yet the emotion of hope was the strongest. It overshadowed the sorrow and the uncertainty. It was the dawn of a new era for us. Children, perhaps not fully grasping the historical weight, joined in. They ran through the celebrating crowds with enthusiasm. Many waved small, hastily made green and white flags. Their innocent laughter and cheerful shouts filled the air. The celebrations were not confined to a single day. They continued for several days with unabated spirit. It was a dream that had finally come true. Our dream of Pakistan was now a reality. It was a testament to the people's enduring resilience. A new journey was beginning with great jubilation. At the very heart of this new nation stood one man. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah was his name. He was our great leader, He was the architect who made Pakistan possible. His unwavering vision guided us through difficult times. His profound resolve was firm against all opposition. He never faltered in his quest for a Muslim homeland. His dedication was an inspiration to millions. He was truly the father of our nation. His name was on everyone's lips with reverence. I had the privilege of seeing him on occasion. He was a tall and remarkably dignified figure. He always dressed impeccably, often in a sherwani. He spoke with calm, measured authority and conviction. His words gave us courage and a sense of direction. He emphasized the principles of unity, faith, and discipline. These were to be the pillars of the new state. He envisioned a Pakistan that was prosperous and tolerant. We listened intently to his every word and his guidance. His presence exuded strength and quiet determination. Then came the deeply symbolic moment, the raising of our flag. The green and white flag of Pakistan was unfurled. It flew high and proud in the dusty Karachi sky. It was a truly beautiful and moving sight for all of us. The rich green represented the Muslim majority. It also symbolized hope and the promise of prosperity. The white stripe stood for the minorities in Pakistan. It signified peace and their equal rights within the nation. This design reflected the inclusive vision for the country. The crescent and star adorned the green field. These Islamic symbols shone brightly on our new flag. The crescent represented progress and advancement. The star symbolized light and knowledge for the nation. As it fluttered in the breeze, it was more than just cloth. It was the embodiment of our newfound identity. It was a potent symbol of our sovereignty and our pride. Pakistan was finally here, a free and independent land. Our long and arduous journey had reached its first great milestone. A new chapter, full of promise, had truly begun for us.